Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name's Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 94 of our playthrough, and in our previous episode, we continued south with Valric down and found the befouled barrels, forced inside by a massive eye cloud that was raining eyeballs on the party. We entered the barrels and fell into an ancient trap called an Uranag. It was basically a massive mechanical flower that closes on its prey and grinds them up with weapons on pistons. Valric was able to figure out the gear system that moved the giant pedals and was able to use an old warhammer that was still clutched in the hands of a dead paladin to jam the gear and destroy the mechanism. So managed to get out of that. We also ran into a couple of random encounters, including a new demon that we haven't seen before. He died pretty easily, but I think if he had gotten a chance to activate first, he could have really caused us some issues with his Fear Gaze ability. That's a DC 21 will save to be frightened for up to 6 rounds. That's pretty nasty. I don't really know how many of our party would be able to make that saving throw. We are running out of time. In fact, we're pretty much out of time because Nenio is now fatigued and the rest are going to very quickly follow on. And so we're going to have to get back up to Dresden here, but that's okay because we pretty much looked at everything there is to look at down here. We can't get to the heart of mystery till we get past this thing right here. And I was looking at this. It's pretty nasty. They've got like 400 archers. They've got, 200 scouts, a bunch of spearmen, a bunch of devils and demons, and a bunch of cultists. And we're just not anywhere near ready to take that on yet. And they have a general backing them up as well. So we're just not there yet. And so we'll get there, but that's not going to be anytime too exactly soon. So we do need to get to the heart of mystery in this act still, because this is our last chance to get that done. And so we'll have to figure out a way to get in there and get it done. But I think for now, what we're going to do is we are going to head back to Dresden, and then we are going to have to take care of a little bit of stuff on the army page too, because we've got this group right here sieging our fort, and then we got this other group right here that we're going to have to intercept also. And so this group right here is going to swing around here, get them, come back here, get them, unless they move into us, which is entirely possible too. So we'll have to see how that goes. But we'll deal with that here in just a second. But I think for now, we're going to go ahead and teleport back to Dresden. And I think we're going to go on in, hit the Citadel. All right, we're back. I think we've got a council meeting here. Captain Harmatan. Hail, Commander. Captain Harmatan salutes. Permission to report. Although the desertion has been halted, not everyone appreciated your methods. A circle of discontents formed within the officers' ranks, calling themselves the Wary. There are no blatant signs of sedition. Otherwise, they would have been arrested. Still, their talk is concerning. We can't rely on them. We need our own trusted officers. I suggest enlisting some of the volunteers. We get some very capable fighters among the fresh blood every day. The kind that could make sergeants straight away. Sela says, we need those who know the meaning of honor. We'll call paladins and knights from reputable orders, and they'll serve as an example to our soldiers, boosting everyone's morale too. Officers who are unworthy of their rank can always be replaced. We can identify experienced sergeants with reliable records of results, then promote them. So Regel's looking at promoting from within. Darren says, Mendev is full of promising youths who were overlooked when their seniors were promoted to serve in your army. We can call them here, award them rank, and they'll be grateful to us until the end of their days. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have pious officers, which gives us infirmary size increase by 10%. We have striving for distinction. General has a plus 10% bonus to gained experience points per level of this feat. Darren's solution gives us master maneuver, increase the maximum size of the army by 1 per level of the feat. That's actually pretty good. Captain Hardiman's got heroic officers. All units have a plus 5 bonus to combat morale. That's pretty good too, actually. But Darren's solution gets us plus 1 master of maneuver, which gives us an extra stack of soldiers in each of our armies. So I think we're going to go with that. Darren says, perfect. Let's give these youngsters a chance. They'll be sure to prove their worth. And there will finally be someone in Dresden to discuss Mendevian news with in the evening. I hope these measures will solve the issue at hand. If I have further complications, I will call another council at once. All right. So we're good. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and rest up, and we're going to have to change out the party. We're going to want... Regil. I'm less now concerned about raised dead scrolls now that everybody has the last stand feat. So let's see if there's something else down here that might be good for us. Banishment might not be the worst thing. True Seeing Communal isn't a bad thing either. Why don't we go with that? How are we looking for ingredients? We're not going to be able to do too many of these. Need more shiny chitin for that, but that's all right. Having one of those actually isn't going to be the worst idea. Why are we only having a +2 on our bonuses here? There we go. That's better. Except he can't do that scroll. All right, good. I think we're actually okay here. These are all. Yeah, Pillar of Life, Raised Dead. Yeah, these are the right scrolls. It's just really weird that it's acting like this. There we go. I think we're okay. All right, let's do this. There's something inside you, Lan. Something I've not seen in other mortals. By unparalleled beauty? I knew that's what you meant. All right, got a scroll of True Seeing Communal. Okay, here we go. Looking good. So let's do this. Let's get over here and let's do a little crusade management here because we got a couple of battles to fight real quick. Okay. So they advanced a little bit, but not too much. So we're going to go ahead and get here. What is going on? Oh, you don't have any movement yet. All right, well, we're going to skip a day then. Okay, army got to us. Okay, we got Brimarax, cultist mages. They should probably die first. They're probably going to cause us the most problem here. Oh no. One guy ended up in the hospital. Pretty good. Okay, now we can get up to here. Okay, there we go. Got a little summon down here. Who do we want to get at here first? Giant flies, locust swarm, another Vescabor swarm, or the Drachni? Drachni should probably die first. They're probably the biggest threat here. Oh, you know what? I could have probably done a bless. Why don't we do that now? Okay, nice hitting. Okay, 9 down there. Okay. They're sick, aren't they? Okay, you guys are all sick. Can't do anything. There we go. Piece of cake. A little bit of a problem with the people getting sick there, but other than that, good. All right, let's get back to the map. Okay, 27. We could come and take care of these guys too. A lot of spiders. I think that's all that's coming our way though. Okay, let's have that bless again right away here. That's a lot of spiders. But they are just giant spiders, so it's... We're gonna whittle them down fast here. Okay, here comes the web. Okay. Ooh, almost got them all. Can't move. All right, here we go. Some good hits there. Yeah. Okay, good. There we go. Pretty easy. I don't think we lost too many of anybody. 2 guys in the hospital. Okay, we found Chainmail of the Dragonfly. +3 chainmail can be activated once per day to grant all allies in the 30-foot radius +1 insight bonus to attack and damage rolls against demons for 10 rounds. That's pretty nice. Not going to use it probably, but it's pretty nice. 20 movement points. I could probably get up to here. take those guys on. What's this fort? It's a pretty sturdy fort. Undead mammoths and zombies or whites. I'm not sure what those are. Plague mastodons and zombies. Well, 20 will get us up to here. Nobody else is approaching the Dresden right now, so we might as well take this too, I suppose. Have that bless. Minotaur Vanguard, Minotaur Axe Throwers, and Panaji. Well, I don't like Axe Throwers, so let's start with them. Okay, so much for them. Get you down here, get you down here. If I go here, I'm going to block my horses in. Let's actually come up here. And then here. Those guys are pretty tough. Ooh. I mean, it didn't really hurt, but it looked nasty. 19. Okay. Ooh. Okay, there we go. A few more losses that time, but again, nothing the infirmary can't handle. Okay, treasure found. Voracious Jumble. The mage Zymus was famous for a famous adventurer and wicked fighter. His feats, now seldom recalled, were as countless as his scars. Zymus was not driven by thirst for fame, but by a rare sense of responsibility inherent in his nature. Therefore, the day when the brave mage lost his arm in the fight with the werewolf became his tragedy. How could he, so strong and solid, retire now when so many still needed his help? Without a second thought, Zymus took an arm from a fallen enemy to replace his own. Thus his decline began. For years, again and again, Zymus took the limbs of defeated enemies to heal his wounds. Zymus turned from hero into a monster. It was rumored that there was no actual flesh left on the body he had been born with. First, Zymus was shunned, then driven away, and finally declared a monster. The mage fled into the wasteland to become an ominous legend people scare their children with. Okay. The monsters that deposed the Crusaders were truly abominable. Their bodies manifested weird mutations, extra eyes, unpaired limbs, mouths in their bellies, and withered half-grown heads, helplessly dangling on their shoulders. The leader of this heinous cohort was just a pile of moving flesh who struggled to retain his humanoid appearance. Even as it died, it continued to stir a monstrous brew in a large, rotund cauldron. Shuddering with disgust, the Crusaders peered inside the cauldron and managed to retrieve some of the hideous contents. Chunks of bodies belonging to demons, mortals, and other unknown creatures twitched convulsively, still alive. The soldiers did not know what to do with this vile trophy and delivered it to the commander. Good call. Okay, we do have eight hog, what is this? Galabrazoos coming up the road to us here. We should probably get... where am I? Oh, Arushalae wants to talk. Wishes to have a private conversation with the commander whenever he can spare some time in Dresden. That's fine. There's an unusual spring in the succubus's step today, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you can't recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. Oh, you're beaming with delight. Yes, I have never been so happy before. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait, this doesn't feel right. Look, Arushalae takes a few deep breaths trying to calm down. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. So the succubus runs off without giving you a chance to say another word. Okay. I mean, could have just probably didn't need to have a little conversation like that just for that little bit. So I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to go talk to Arushalae first and see what's up with her. But we're going to grab Reginald, and we're going to come here, and we're going to take care of this thing right here. And then I think we're going to strike south here and see if we can get down to here and maybe over here to the Ivory Sanctum. I'm not sure yet if I want to go to the Ivory Sanctum yet. Okay, so we need to get back probably. I guess we could go north there. Okay, they're out. Let's take this army. We do have a gang coming up the road here, so let's get them down to here. And I want to duck into Stone Maze real quick and see if that tower's done yet. Tower is built, so that's good. Okay. I think I said Reginald a couple minutes ago. We want to grab Regil and come here. No. Come here to Stone Maze. Sit tight. Let them come to you, and we'll fight from the under the defense of the tower. All right, so that's going to be that. And then I think once we're done with this defense here, we might send them back up and around here and go clean up these little tiny armies over here, and maybe even think about this army. I'm not sure yet. So that's going to be it. But I think we're done on the campaign map for right now. Okay, so let's head to the tavern and let's talk to Arushalae and see what's up with her. And then I think we might go out to go grab Regil and go handle the business with the Hell Knights. Okay, here we are. Where is Arushalae? Oh, Greyboar is still here. Oh, there she is, hiding in the corner. You've never seen Arushalae looking so happy and inspired. She gives you a wide smile. There you are. I can't wait to share my joy with you. All right, what did you want to talk about? Remember how I told you about Desna leading me into the path of redemption? I was trying to mock her by corrupting the dreams of mortals, and the great dreamer couldn't tolerate that. She ruined my game and made me spend what seemed like a whole eternity in her realm. I had a lot of time to reflect on my past misdeeds, and when the goddess saw I had repented, she decided to let me go. I still vividly remember her parting words. And what do you dream about? This riddle weighed on my mind for many years. Demons do not dream when they sleep. We don't have dreams at all. We have desires, and we act on those desires, no matter the cost. However, was I supposed to find something to dream about? I've been observing the mortals, trying to understand how it all works, and finally, she takes a deep breath and yells joyfully at the top of her lungs, startling every visitor, earning the puzzled looks. I had my very own dream! So many years of hard work, I almost gave up at one point, but here it is, a dream, a real dream of my very own. I want to show it to you. You don't mind, do you? Arushalae offers you her hand. Come, I'll take you into my dream. I can't wait for you to see it. Okay, let's go have a look, I guess. I didn't know you could do that. The succubus reaches for your hand with her burning fingers, and the world around you fades as you're carried somewhere far away. It is cool and quiet in Arushalae's dream. The ground is firm beneath your feet, and a thin mist curls along the surface. In soft, eerie light emanating from invisible stars, you see nothing. As you look around, you see nothing and no one except for you and Arushalae. Nevertheless, the succubus is beaming with joy. There it is, an actual dream, my very first one. This is what mortals see every night? Does it look like your own dreams? What do you think? Well, I mean, I don't necessarily want to lie to her. This doesn't look like my dreams. Yeah, if you say so. Well, it's still a dream after all. Eventually, I will learn to dream. Arushalae looks around. Her smile fades a bit. There's nothing to see right now. There's nothing to see here right now. Perhaps I was so keen on the idea of having a dream that made it all my other wishes and urges too pale in comparison. Now I have to learn how to dream properly. Arushalae catches your eye, cocking her head to the side. Tell me, what do you dream about? Good question. So Valric left his little village and basically was just kind of a nobody. I mean, he was, built and whatnot, but he just left the village and was looking for, he's looking to make a name for himself. And he's kind of been doing that. And I don't think he dreams of power, but maybe glory. Victory probably would be okay too. Peace, not yet. We'll get there. Let's say glory. Let's say victory. Yes, the war's still going on and we must win it, of course. Let's dream of our victory together. Suddenly, a pile of dead demons appears before you, as if by magic. Look, Arushalae laughs and claps her hands. Now I have a dream as well, and it's not just something I made up. It's so wonderful sharing the dream with you. Do you like your newfound dreams? They are the most beautiful things in the world. This world is mine and mine only. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm learning fast. All right, well, do you mind if we take a quick look around? Of course, feel free to do whatever you like. That's why I brought you here after all. Okay. The dead demons are staring at you with their dull glazed eyes. Yeah, it's just a big old pillar, I think. I mean, we'll check the edges, but I don't think there's anything. Don't see anything anyway. Well, I suspect we're going to get a chance to come back. All right. My dream, my very own dream. Arushalae takes another look around, full of pride and pleasure. I don't even want to wake up from it. Now I understand why mortals compare all the best things in their lives to dreams. All right, well, let's go back to the material plane. Let's go. Arushalae touches your hand and the dream world begins to fade away. You open your eyes. It seems that no time passed in the real world while you were in Arushalae's dreams. So that was my dream. I'm happy I was able to show it to you. Arushalae looks at you shyly. It's kind of empty right now, but I know how to remedy that. I need to keep learning from mortals, following in their footsteps until I figure out how to forge my own path. Naturally, I wouldn't even think about breaking into someone else's dream, as the goddess surely wouldn't forgive that. Perhaps I should ask the people of the city. What if they won't talk to me at all? The succubus seems lost in her thoughts for a moment, then she smiles at you again. Is there a chance you could help me once more? Ask the city's people what they dream about. They're more likely to open up to you than to me. I will just follow you silently. They won't even notice me listening in. Yeah, see, I think we can go back in anytime we want. Although, I don't know how this is going to work exactly. All right, I'm going to take us back in. I want to see if anything's different. But let's have a look at that, and then we'll see about the rest of this. I don't know what that all is about. I would be more than happy to show it to you when there's something to actually show. Please talk to these people about their dreams that I have something to put into my own. All right. So we do have to go talk to people. All right. All right. But that's not going to be today because we are going to head out and head toward... more trouble. All right, so we need Regil. So let's sit Sela out of this one and bring Regil in. Other than that, I think the party looks okay. I think we're good. So let's take this and let's go see what's up with the Hell Knights. Okay, so we need to travel to here. Enemy army has reached us and now attacks. Okay, so they've got 8 Galabrazu. Oh, I did that again. I do that so often. Hit the wrong button and it skips their turn. This should just kill them outright. Yeah. Piece of cake. I probably didn't even need to do that. I probably could have had my archers do it if I wouldn't have hit the wrong button there, but that's okay. Okay. Continue on. Okay, let's head into the outpost. Ooh, they've built a bridge and everything. Okay, I guess Regil's going first. Regil scans the top of the hill. Wisps of smoke rise into the air, giving away the location of the Hell Knight outpost. We must hurry and remain very, very alert. Tell me about your outpost. The outpost is situated on top of a hill. The main building has stout walls and small windows. It serves as a resting area for various Hell Knight orders. Apart from my own troops, there are currently 3 chapters quartered here, as well as the permanent garrison. We've stocked up on food and water. The gargoyles have taught us a valuable lesson, and now we're prepared for an aerial attack. What could have happened to the missing squad? Regil gazes into the distance thoughtfully. They were last seen in this very place. We must comb the area. All right, let's do it.
Close ranks.
Got an Amox here. Arushalae, why don't you turn off point blank and let him have it?
I will resist.
Okay, Ember, you get a firebolt to him. Nice. Amelia, why don't you move up? And let's have a curse on him. Let's do a minus to hit. And Reg will finish him off.
Is not an option.
Not quite. Okay. Nenio, you can just shoot him.
You're irrelevant.
Let's check our party order here too. I'm sure it's kind of messed up. Need Regil up front. Arushalae in the back. Caster's in the middle. Okay, there's another one. Ember, let's let him have it.
yourself.
She just found something. Loot down there at the bottom. Okay, Valric, you should be able to charge him. No? No charging, huh? Okay, Camellia, let's have another curse. Maybe a -2 attack. Regil, can you charge? No. Oh, you can charge him. Yeah, we'll take it. Are these guys undead? Are they demons? They're chaotic evil outsiders. Okay. A little damage on him. Wasn't much, but that's okay. Ember, hit him again. Should finish him. Alright, Arushalae.
Desna, guide my hand.
And Valric, get in there, finish him off if you can. Okay, I guess not. Oh, I ran too far. Okay, Regil.
Kneel before me.
Okay.
I'll
Daniel.
remove this obstacle.
Let's have another one of these. Ooh, one of those missed.
Make your peace.
Okay. Suspicious traveler. A pale youngster practically prostrates himself before you. Finally, someone's here. And it's the Crusaders, too. Please help me. I'm all alone and I don't know what to do. This lad's appearance perfectly matches the description of one of the cultists who were supposed to arrive with the lost escort. Regil notes dispassionately, gripping the handle of his weapon. Suspicious traveler. A cultist? No, I'm just an apprentice craftsman. They made us work against our will here. Seems to me like the cultist is either lying or keeping something from us, or even worse. The lad recoils, then surprisingly deftly jumps away from you. Light, too much light. This is not my home yet. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Fowler of Virtues. Well, Fowler, how do you feel about a little negative armor class? And a chant. Arushalae, you can apparently shoot through the door.
I will resist.
Ninio. Let's hold on to your big spells.
You should have listened to reason.
Okay. Tried to run away, apparently. Regil nods to himself. One less demon. Splendid. All right. This is further proof that those tainted by the cult of Baphomet can never be trusted. Wise words. Most who succumb to demons can justify their actions one way or another, but the outcome is always the same. Their weakness, untrustworthiness, and demise. I must commend your shrewdness. We would have had it rough if you hadn't unmasked the demon. We must verify the claim that the knights returned to the outpost. Move out. Okay. Maybe I'll give the orders, though. What's this? The gates are wide open. There's no sign of weapon damage, claw marks, or any traces of magic. Okay, we'll take all that. This stuff, yes, 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 maybe. Don't care about the crossbows, really. Probably didn't need to pick up the ones we did. Okay, got a training yard here with something going on. Reggie, you should stop running out in front of everybody. That's not going to be good for you. The Hell Knight outpost is shrouded in silence. The 3 chapters seem to have simply vanished, leaving only the pillars of smoke from the fires to testify to the recent presence of the living. That doesn't seem to unnerve Regil in the slightest. He dispassionately scans the empty camp as if waiting for something. Breaking the prevailing silence, a sudden musical laugh sounds harsh and almost sinister. Knight Commander, at last. I've been dying to meet you. Come on, don't be so sullen. Come on over here and have a little rest after your journey. You can always stab me or hit me with a spell a bit later if you feel like doing it at all, of course. This is Karanda. I think this is the one that the guy, the elf, I think, was after, right? Arushalae narrows her eyes. Karanda. Arushalae, my dear, you found yourself such a charming friend. Come on over, don't be shy. The demon gestures invitingly. Guess that's a demon. Arushalae's eyes are wide with worry. Careful, Valric. This is Karanda. She's my acquaintance. She's dangerous. What an arrogant, talkative demon we've got here. I can see you've made yourself quite at home in our camp. Oh, what have we here? One of those black-armored blockheads. Why don't you join me and the commander for a little meal? Surely the mighty Hell Knight isn't scared of a little temptation? The demon bats her eyelashes innocently. Well, that was easy. Regil subtly frowns. Surprisingly, he then steps forward without hesitation and sits next to the demon. Let's talk. Regil, don't you think we should refuse the demon's requests? The Hell Knight permits himself an odd smirk. Sometimes it's useful to know your enemy. Why is this camp deserted, demon? Karanda. My name is Karanda. As for the camp's inhabitants, well, that's a long story. Please sit, Commander. We have a lot to discuss. Yeah, probably not the best idea, but we'll go ahead. The demon claps her hands joyfully. Valric, you have no idea how eager I was to meet you and how quickly I got here when I discovered you were coming. Do you feel at ease talking to me in this shape? Because I can always slip into something more comfortable. With a snap of her fingers, Karanda becomes a golden-haired, bright-eyed young man dressed in the white of Serenade Cleric. I can look like this, so likable, so trustworthy. Or if you prefer, this is my favorite form. It has driven so many crusaders out of their minds. The demon's playful pose oddly clashes with the strict, upright appearance of Queen Galfrey. Very charming. Now stop this farce, demon. Oh, Sir Knight, do tell me, aren't you bored with yourself? Every soul must feel something to get their blood pumping. Some are driven by avarice, others by lust, and others still by envy. And if you think you've managed to shield yourself from every vice and every flaw, well, that just means that you're blind and your vice is the greatest of them all, pride. You said you knew I was coming. How did you know that? The demons looks astonished at the moment. How did I know? We all have our sources. Perhaps I'll tell you about them, Commander, if we can establish a certain friendship. Are you here to preach at us, or do you actually have something meaningful to say? The demon's expression grows serious. I apologize for the frivolity, Knight Commander. It's so hard to restrain myself. I blame those Hell Knights. Ugh. No denizen of the Abyss should torture them as thoroughly as they punish themselves. Could torture them as thoroughly as they punish themselves. But now, on to business. I have a rather unusual request. I'd like to become a crusader, and before 1,001 objections escape your mouth, think about this. Your fame precedes you by quite some distance. They speak of you even down in the abyss. We have never encountered anyone possessing such power. That is so exciting, the demon exhales loudly. I even heard that part of your power trickles down to your most loyal companions. So why would a clever lady like me keep on serving demon lords when instead there's someone so unusual and intriguing? I can't promise you I'm going to kneel before that Iomade of yours right away, but I have many, many interesting stories to tell my friends from the abyss. Of course, I can also be of personal use to you. Any shape you desire, remember? I'm not even sure which of your suggestions was more revolting, demon. Your effortless betrayal of your kin, or your filthy insinuations? Caranda's tail suddenly springs up, and its tip gently caresses Regel's cheek. Oh, do smile a little, Hell Knight. This isn't hell yet. I'm not really that interested in your personal use, but I could deal with some information about your fellow demons. Only someone truly funny with Arushalae sitting right here to say something like this. Arushalae says she's dangerous, so it's not phrased well, but I'm sure she's gonna bite back about it being Arushalae here too. But this is what we're gonna say anyway. Only someone utterly mad would trust a demon. What's she then? A holy angel with a nimbus? Kiranda points at Arushalae. Want to hear about the time she and I spent a lovely afternoon with young twin brothers from an austere monastic order? You're growing tiresome, demon. Make your move and let's get this over with. I've told you what I want. Say yes, Valric, and in return, you'll get priceless knowledge about demonic and cultist activities, my small collection of trophies, and me. Say no, and you'll get nothing but the incessant whining of your Hell Knight flunky. Don't even dream of earning my trust. How very boring, the demon hisses.
Save the last one for me.
Okay, we've got something coming up behind us there. We've got a incubus here. Got a abyssal huntress. All right. Same. I think we're gonna we're gonna do a little minus saving throws here. She saved on that, so let's do a chant. Oh, dominated. But that's okay because Arushalae is going to lay into her.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, yeah, she's no problem at all. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. Wow, they just don't like Camellia very much, do they? Okay, here comes that incubus. Nenio, you can go ahead and haste up the party, I think. Oh. Uliodru. Okay. I think you're just done. Regel is trapped. All right, get over there, kill her. All right, Ember, you're gonna have to do something here. Do you have True Seeing available to you? I don't think you do. What's this one? Racking Ray, Cloud Kill. Learned my lesson with Cloud Kill. That thing just comes right toward our own party. Okay, let's just hit these guys. Valric. Do we have a True Sight potion by chance? No, Vanish, but not True Sight. No Death. Unbreakable Tsunami. True Sight. Scroll of True Seeing. If we need it. You know what? He can actually use it. Let's go ahead and let him cast this on himself. Okay, we got another Huntress back there. Camellia. I think you're just going to charge up your sword, and I think you're just going to let this guy have it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, Arushalae, why don't you take this thing out over here?
Desna, guide my hand.
Oh, lost a level there, looked like. Nenio, why don't you go ahead and try one of your ramped up kills here.
This condition is irrational.
Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. Nenio's in bad shape. We're gonna get her out of there. Okay, Reginald.
Press the attack.
Dead. Okay, Ember. Let's have another one of those fire bolts. Okay, Valric, you should be able to kill this thing. Pretty close. Not quite.
This pain is excruciating.
Okay, Arushalae, finish this thing off over here if you can. Okay, finish there.
Retreat is not an option.
Okay, who's this? Ember. Let's have one of these. Okay. Regil studies the demon's corpse. His face is impenetrable. I'm not in hell yet. You refused to listen to this winged abomination, Valric. That was commendable. Now we must examine the keep and look for traces of our missing people. I just wish I knew what she wanted from me. Regil nods as if approving the question. Succubi excel at deceit and manipulation. Sometimes their lies come in several layers, the foremost of which distracts the victim from what's hidden below. We may never know what she really wanted, but at least now we're safe from her intrigues. Regil prods Curanda's wing with the tip of his boot. His voice is indifferent, and he deliberately avoids looking at Arushalae. Too bad we're not always this vigilant when it comes to these sorts of abominations. All right, let's not tarry. Let's go. Yes, it's time to put an end to this curious affair.
Can we rest, please?
Oh my gosh.
I'm tired.
You're always tired. All right, we have loot to do. Want that? Probably not that. Yes, yes. Definitely. And definitely. How do we get into the keep? Oh, I guess we're going this way. You know what? This is actually probably as good of any place to rest. I think I want to reorganize the party here. She can try and get a meal going. You know what? Let's not even waste the materials on it. Let's just have her help on the night watch or something. I don't know. Not what I wanted. Sorry. Wrong button. All right, there we go. Again, resting. When I feel like I'm struggling with the desire to do evil, I look at the stars or at the clouds. I like it when the clouds are in the shape of something else, like a castle, a mountain, a fat, fluffy rabbit. All right, good. Everything's good. Protective ritual went off, no problem. The succubus looks embarrassed and upset. Forgive me for how I behaved back in Aurelu's laboratory. I feel so ashamed. I'm trying to become better. I really am. Every day. But every day I realize that nothing's changed. That I'm still a monster. Okay, what's bothering you? You were there. You heard everything. All of my thoughts. All of my filthy desires. You really think you haven't changed at all? Maybe I have a little, but I don't feel it at all. It's just the opposite. The more time I spend among mortals, the more I feel how different I am. It's not your fault. That demon invaded your minds of everyone who was there. But what he showed us was the truth. What you heard, those were my real thoughts. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. All right, there's no need to torture yourself over this. Your thoughts didn't hurt anyone. No, they didn't, but if I wasn't a monster, I wouldn't even have had thoughts like that. And I can't get rid of them. It means I'm incapable of changing my nature. I am doomed to remain a... you know what. Do you trust me? I can clearly see that you're changing for the better. Of course I trust you, Arushalae looks away embarrassed. The problem is that deep down, I don't feel it at all. Well, you're beating yourself up for what you think, but what about all the good things you do? Does it really matter what I do? It doesn't stop me knowing that inside I remain the same monster that I've always been. You know, thoughts are like water. They flow and change 1,000 times a day, good or bad. Without action, they mean nothing. Thoughts, memories, desires, questions, regrets. They move like water in a river, an ocean. No, it feels more like a whirlpool. They drag me into their depths and I forget about the real world that lies above the surface. She hesitantly looks into your eyes. Thank you for reminding me about the world around me. My thoughts are real only for me, but my actions are real for everyone. I'll try to keep that in mind. I spent so much of my life alone, with nothing but my own thoughts for company. Sometimes it feels like they've become more real to me than the world around me. That's why it's so important for you to live among mortals, so your world won't be confined to what's inside your head. I still feel fear for myself and for you mortals. With me around, you're like mice sitting on a powder keg. She pauses to think for a moment. Or maybe it should be a keg full of cats? Probably both. But what I'm trying to say is that you and all the other crusaders are risking your lives just to give me a chance to redeem myself. That's a great sacrifice. I don't deserve it, but I feel very grateful. She smiles pensively. Inside my head, alone with all these desires, doubts, and thoughts, everything seems so frightening and baffling, but talking with you makes me feel so much better. This doesn't happen with anyone else, just with you. When you're near, I have no doubt that I will break free of the abyss, and I know that if I happen to lose my way, you'll show me the right path. Okay, good. All right, that's gonna probably do it here, guys, because we're just a hair over an hour and probably be right about an hour once I get all the loading screens cut out. So I think this is a good place to stop before we head on inside. We have a couple of things to investigate, a little bit of looting to do here, and we'll do that right before we head in, but this is where we're going next, and so we'll catch that in the next episodes. But if you've enjoyed this one, do me a big favor, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.